it, when it came out on DVD at the time, on my Criterion Blu-ray, on my Criterion DVD, and now Criterion Blu-ray.
Is the Criterion Blu-ray still Richie with Mordecai?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep, and it still has, there was like it had like a book with all the drawings that Wes Anderson's brother Eric, all the artwork in the film I believe is his.
Oh, okay.
And if you've seen the cover of all the Wes Anderson Criterions, I believe that's all Eric Anderson artwork, because they're all animated.
Yeah, they're kind of like this sketchy, like almost like a color book type of art concept.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coloring book, sorry.
Yep. All the Anderson movies, save for Isle of Dogs, so far on Criterion. And you better believe I have all of them.
So Isle of Dogs is not on Criterion yet?
Isle of Dogs is not,
okay.
As of yet. Maybe it will be, maybe it won't. It was a while before Grand Budapest came out on Blu-ray. Or not on Blu-ray, on Criterion. Because that just came out like this last spring. Or sometime in 2020. Spring of 2020. And that was a movie that was 6 years old at the time. So give it a little bit. Isle of Dogs most likely will probably come out on Criterion. Movie opens up in December of 2001.
Mm-hmm.
But you mentioned at the top of the show that it was Wes Anderson's biggest hit up until Grand Budapest.
Yep, his most profitable film.
It got him a lot of accolades. I think Rushmore, at that point was kind of a cult movie.
Uh-huh.
And this kind of brought him more mainstream success. It does good business. It makes, I think, 50 domestic and I think 70 overall. Was, I think, pushed for a handful of Academy Awards. Unfortunately, it was only nominated for Best Original Screenplay. But I think you could have easily nominated Hackman. We talked about how he won a Golden Globe for it. Could have easily nominated the cinematography and the art direction. Even I know the music, there's a lot of different music, but like the actual score to the movie, the Mark Mothersbaugh score, is beautiful. And I love that aspect of it. And nothing got recognized except for the screenplay. And unfortunately, even that lost. Do you know what it lost to off the top of your head? Yes, I do. It lost to Gosford Park. I wasn't terribly big on. That was a Robert Altman movie, one of the late Robert Altman films. Mm-hmm. I would have to go through and look to see what else was nominated in the screenplay category that year. 2001 Academy Awards were a weird one. That was the Denzel Washington win. For Training Day? Yeah. The Halle Berry win. For Monsters Ball, right? Yeah. Best Picture was A Beautiful Mind against like a handful of other much better films. At least, looking at the list of what was nominated for Best Picture, it's kind of like, not great, but there were other better movies to nominate that year. Where's the screenplay? The director. The Best Director category is wild, man. I think there's only two movies that were actually nominated for Best Picture that got Best Director nominations. Ridley Scott for Black Hawk Down, Robert Altman for Gosford Park, David Lynch for Mulholland Drive. Holy shit. David Lynch got nominated for Best Director. Peter Jackson for Lord of the Rings, and then Ron Howard for A Beautiful Mind. Ron Howard wins. And it's like, any of those other directors are a much, much better pick. Best Original Screenplay. Gosford Park, which wins. Amelie. Amelie's a good movie. I like Amelie.
Yeah.
Memento.
Oh, shit.
Memento would have been a great pick. Monsters Ball, As far as screenplay goes, meh. And the Royal Tenenbaums. They kind of went with the safe one. Amelie, Memento. I think Amelie and Royal Tenenbaums may have kind of canceled each other out. That kind of whimsical.
Oh, yeah, the same. Yeah, I got you.
Kind of whimsical film. But Memento, that's a hell of a one to kind of overlook.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see the winner, but I mean, Memento. Maybe it was just too weird. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like one of those that kind of breaks the mold.
Uh-huh.
And like it's not the safe pick, and that's why they don't go with it. Yeah, it got nominated for just the one award, lost the one award, but I think that it could have been they could have nominated it for a lot more. Then again, you know how I feel about the Academy Awards.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised that it got overlooked for a lot of different things. And kind of a year where this was a big standout, in my opinion.
Yeah.
At least, with me.
Has Owen Wilson, have they co-wrote anything together since this one?
I think this was the last movie that they did co-write together.
Because didn't he write Rushmore and Bottle Rocket with him?
Yep.
Ah. I wonder why.
I don't know. I don't think it has anything to do with them, having a falling out. I mean, they still work together on every single picture.
That's true.
I think he hooks up with Roman Coppola for Moonrise Kingdom, Darjeeling, Isle of Dogs. Who did he co-write Life Aquatic with? Oh, he co-writes Life Aquatic with Noah Baumbach, who did Marriage Story and Margot at the Wedding, which if you've ever seen Margot at the Wedding,
mm-hmm.
with Jennifer Jason Leigh and Nicole Kidman, which is really good. He co-writes Fantastic Mr. Fox. Hang on, I'm looking up the other Noah Baumbach. Oh, Greenberg. Have you ever seen Greenberg?
Yeah, with Ben Stiller as well, right?
Yeah. Greenberg's great.
The Squid and the Whale.
I haven't seen that. Francis Ha is good. I like Francis Ha. I haven't seen While We're Young. I've seen parts of it, but I haven't seen all of it. I'm kind of surprised that Anderson. Well, I shouldn't say not surprised. Like, I kind of wish that Anderson and Danny Glover had worked together again, because Glover's so good in Tenenbaums.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised that Stiller and Paltrow didn't work with him a second time or more.
Yeah, they seem like they definitely matched, but for whatever reason, what was Danny Glover's next film? It Saw, because he's in the first Saw, right?
Yes, he is in the first Saw.
I think that's probably what he did after Tenenbaums.
I mean, to be fair, Luke Wilson doesn't work with him again.
True. But I mean,
unfortunately.
but has Luke really done much work, like, in general?
I don't know. We'll have to look it up.
I know he did Vacancy with Kate Beckinsale.
Glover's in a handful of TV movies between Tenenbaums and Saw.
Okay. Oh yeah, Idiocracy, Legally Blonde, Old School.
Yeah, so he kind of becomes more of a mainstream, making some studio comedies.
Yeah, Blue Streak, Charlie's Angels.
Oh, that's right. He is in 3:10 to Yuma.
He's in Scream 2?
Yeah, he's the Skeet Ulrich character in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
The Stab movie. He like does the thing where he kind of like hits his head after
Stupid.
Tori Spelling talks to him.
Oh man.
I'm disappointed that Anderson and Glover haven't hooked up again, and Stiller and Paltrow seemed like they would have been great as one of his ensemble, one of his repertory players. So it's kind of cool that it's disappointing that he didn't pick up some more players, but it's kind of cool that some people have really stuck with him over the years and are popping up like in everything he does. Like I said, that cast list for French Dispatch is nuts. Yeah, go and watch that trailer when we're done here. I think there was like a new-ish trailer, because that movie was supposed to come out last spring.
Mm-hmm.
I think like last May, right when the pandemic was going on, so it got delayed, and I believe it's coming out in October now. But they just had a new-ish trailer. I don't think it's the one that was out last year. I think it's a new one.
Wow, it's gonna be, October is gonna be a crazy month then, because they're gonna have the French Dispatch, Candyman, and Halloween Kills.
Dune, No Time to Die, I think Last Night in Soho. All of those are October movies. I told you October is going to be the month.
Holy shit. Oh.
I think that about wraps us up. And again, this is my absolute favorite Wes Anderson film. I'm happy that we got a chance to talk about it. I hope that we covered everything, and at least did a great job covering things. There's so many just fun little bits in the movie that I could point out all day here, but I don't want to waste everyone's time. Like I said, it's a movie that I'll laugh at so many things through, but also it's got kind of a melancholy feel to it. It's got the emotional through line, and it works very well as a family drama.
Yeah. Even though it's rated R, it feels there's this kind of lightheartedness to it.
Yeah, there's nothing in it that's terrible. I mean, there's a few curse words, and at least the implication that Gwyneth Paltrow was having the affair.
Yeah, but nothing too out of line.
Yeah, but I love it. Thank you for letting me take over the show to talk about it.
Of course, thank you for again coming on and talking about this incredible film.
And on some short notice this time. My fault, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Just being super busy and not realizing that it was my time to go until you had brought it up with me a few nights ago.
Well, yeah. With that being said, I'm glad. Thank you for still being able to work us into your schedule. I appreciate it, always. So, next week is my co-host